You know, in this film, we were working with children, animals, blood. Three things that are they never do the same thing twice. So it was so challenging, but like it occupied every ounce of my being, you know, to focus, to wrangle these kids and keep their attention, you know, between takes, just so that, you know, to get the day going. I was so inspired by them. They taught me so much working with these guys. I mean, to be on a comedy for the first time and like have trouble keeping a straight face because Josh Gad is like just going on a mile a minute with all sorts of profanities. I mean, it was a totally new world, and yeah, I loved every moment of it.
My son had a number of sort of health conditions and some severe food allergies, which meant sort of me giving him over to his kindergarten teacher was quite a big thing, because he'd never really been under the care of anyone else other than his family. So he just really lucked out with his kindergarten teacher, and you know, she was responsible for actually looking out for his health and well-being. But also I saw what she did in terms of opening his mind up to, you know, to the world for the first time, the world outside of his family. And I happened to be on a school excursion with him and his class and her, and got the idea for the movie on that. So it's basically, everything that my son has taught me about the world is sort of infused in these characters and this movie.
You know, I play a children's performer who's, in many cases, a bigger monster than the monsters that they're actually facing. And it's so fun because they've got this external threat, but inside they've got this other threat, which is this loose cannon of a man who's just a mess of emotions and hubris. And so it was very fun to play.
I play the uncle of one of the kids. There's a class of children, all 5-year-old kids. I'm the uncle of one of these kids. Who is is quite selfish himself and really a child himself in terms of his maturity and his awareness of other people. And so, like the kids under the beautiful tutelage of Miss Caroline, my character has to kind of learn to grow up, and kind of mirrors that journey a little bit.
And it is really his journey to becoming an adult that, you know, is the story of this film. He starts off as this hapless, just loser of a character with just the...
That was a pitch. You'll play a hapless loser. And by the end?
And by the end, he's learned a thing or two about compassion and empathy and like pitching in. I don't play any instruments, and I signed on to this thing before I considered what it would mean to learn how to play the ukulele from not playing any string instrument of any kind. So yeah, I had to learn. It was a crash course. I had a teacher in New York and then another one in Australia. And yeah, it was full on. And you know, please, I mean, I don't want judgment for my ukulele playing. I mean, you know, but she's a kindergarten teacher. So the point is that she's not like a professional musician. You know, she's playing for the entertainment of the kindergarten class. She's hell-bent on making sure that their innocence is not lost by this experience. So she's down to take out the scary things outside and the scary things inside as well, which is...
Yeah, inside is just as dangerous, if not more dangerous than outside.
Not, yeah.
Well, there's a scene where Teddy McGiggle explains what zombies are, basically in...
Pull the Band-Aid off.
Yeah, in quite an extreme way. And that's also the first moment in the movie where things get really serious with Miss Caroline as well. So we really get to see that she is going to step up, and whatever it takes will silence this guy to stop her kids from believing that they're actually in real trouble. This is a movie with zombies in it. It's not actually a zombie movie. The zombies stand in for whatever you want them to be. They're a metaphor for a lot of things. And specifically for me, they were a metaphor for some of the challenges my son has faced. But also when I was writing it too, it's some very specific challenges we're facing in the world, and particularly maybe your country is facing at the moment too, they really do represent outside forces that will try and corrupt you. But if you don't give in to the fear of that, then you can survive it.